Hey, I'm live. All right. Welcome to today's surprise Saturday show. And I don't know if you guys saw the little short that I did with the Snapchat filters. And there was one of them that says, I like to store pistachios in my cheeks and save them for later. Well, okay, that part's not true. I don't save them in my cheeks. But I do eat pistachios. I've got some here for snacking purposes. I'm watching the game also. We got a 10-10 tie here, Houston and Baltimore. And it's kind of a surprise. Baltimore's been a really dominant team all year. And Houston is being led by a rookie coach and rookie quarterback. And they're going toe to toe with them. So it's a good one. Let me go ahead and see who's in the chat. We got Jolie. Thank you so much. I kind of sprung this on you last second. Cheers, by the way. I'm having a have a Heineken here while I watch the game and while I talk to you good folks. And Jackie's here. Hey, Jackie. Thanks for coming by. I don't know if you can hear the kids. You probably can hear them. It's like a courtyard, and everything echoes. And these kids, I tell you, they get really loud. And I'm usually not that kind of guy that cares about that. I'm not like the grumpy old guy, but they do get pretty fucking loud. And especially when they run upstairs, they do a thing where they run upstairs and then they run around, the walkway that goes up there, and that gets really annoying because it just shakes the whole place. But they're kids. They're all like between 3 and 8 probably in age, and they're full of energy. So what are you gonna do? And they do have a playground, but it's kind of like, they just play here because their parents live right here and they can kind of watch them, I guess, or whatever. If the kids go over there, then the parents have to get off their asses and go over there and watch them. They can't just let them go. So anyhow, we might have some screaming kids in the background. That's all I'm saying. And I usually don't mind it until they start doing the thing up there, and I haven't really opened the door and yelled at them, but I have yelled through my ceiling, or through I've said something like, I don't know, knock it off or something like that. I don't know if they can hear me or not, because I don't want to be that old grumpy guy, but unfortunately, they don't do it for too long. They kind of run out of energy. They're full of energy, but they only got so much of it. Right now they're riding their bikes around on the second floor. The first floor here. I can see there's two kids on bikes. I think. And I think there's some other kids running around. I can't see. Anyhow, all right, that's the kid situation. All right, we got Hella Killa. Hey, thanks for being here. And Jackie, Jolie, Real BP. I always say BP. I don't know why. I'm just going to shorten your name to Real BP if you don't mind. It's just a thing that I do. Now, you notice I'm probably going to be looking down a lot because I kind of changed the setup a little bit because I read the chat off my iPad. And the way I was doing it, it was to the side. So, I noticed that, so the whole thing, I'm like this, looking at the chat. So I thought it might be a little bit better if I just go like this. So I guess it's going from this to this, but that's the setup for now. I could lower this camera, but then this phone a little bit. But it's never going to be right, Like if I lowered it all the way down, that might look weird. I don't know. Let's see. I guess if I were to go I don't know, is that as low as it'll go? I'm trying to get it so that it's kind of even, maybe. Oh, I hear a kid crying. And they cry every day. Something happens. They wreck on the bike or they fall down. And then one of them, I think it's the same one all the time. It sounds like the same cry. Ends up crying, but that's kids. Okay, this might be a little bit better. So I'm not doing too much of a thing. And you guys can hear me okay, right, I guess? Trying to adjust this a little bit. So I will be looking down a lot. And if you're wondering why, it's because I'm reading the chat. off of the iPad. On the iPad it just stays on there permanently. But if you go, but on the iPhone, it just pops up and disappears. So it's just easier for me to do it from there. Now I'm trying to get this stupid iPad. Okay, I guess that's as good as that's going to get. All right, so we got Jackie, Jolie, Real Bill P. AJ1's in here. Hello, AJ. Are you on the road, or are you able to stop somewhere and watch the game if you are a NFL fan? And we got Real Bill P says, Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Brother John? I am not. I am not. Brother Bill. Brother Bill. I don't know. I guess that's a song. Real Bill says that. Okay, so I'm going to sort of skip some of the highs, like with all the highs and everyone does, because, it gets me behind in the chat. Like you saw, like last time, I was like 10, 15 minutes behind in the chat. So I might not do all the highs and the buys and all that stuff. But I will say hello to you if I see you coming in. And you can see that I am shamelessly, once again, using other people's names and stuff to try to get people in here. Now, I didn't put HAL Sparks in the title this time. I was going to, but I just thought I'd just go Sexy Liberal, since tonight is the Sexy Liberal tour in San Francisco. And obviously I'm not there, and most of you in the chat aren't there, but most of us are fans, I guess, of Stephanie Miller and John Fugelsang and, of course, HAL Sparks and Frangela. And that's who's going to be performing tonight up there. And they will be going on at 8 o'clock Pacific time, which is about, it's almost 3 o'clock here. Is it 8 o'clock there, I think, when they start? So we're a little 5 hours and 10 minutes or so. So I think we got plenty of time. It's a little early warm up. This is like the early warm up. Hopefully we won't warm up and then cool down too much before the show starts. And I'm not going to go all the way. I'm not doing a 5-hour show. Don't worry, Jolie. I'm not doing a 5-hour show. I'm going to go out driving a little bit, because I didn't drive last night. It's just been so dead. And even though it's Friday night, I probably should have went out last night. But it really, January really is a dead month here. I'm finding out in Vegas. I just didn't feel like going out. But I will go out today. I need to go out tonight. So I'm munching on pistachios and drinking Heineken. So cheers, everyone. It's a Saturday, right? So kick back and, get a beverage of your choice. And let's just shoot the shit. And we can talk about the Sexy Liberals. We can talk about anything. It's freeform. It's a freeform show. Real Bill says, sorry, I'm watching football. I have football. I'm watching football too. I'm doing both. I can do both. I turned the sound off. It's a 10-10 tie. And, tonight at 8 o'clock is going to be, Green Bay Niners? Or whatever it is. AJ1 says, headed to Aurora, Colorado. Looking forward to finding a spot at the Pilot once I get unloaded at 1900. Okay, so that'll be 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So you might miss of the first part of the first quarter, maybe, of that of the night game, the late game. Hey, just hi, Jeremy. Is Sexually Liberal stream somewhere? I don't believe so. Hal said he might try to use his gear if it's okay. I haven't heard if he is. I guess if he does, it'll be on his channel. I don't know if Andrea was in here, she could tell us for sure, more than I know. But I did hear him mention a couple times, I think, on the last couple of his live streams, that he was going to see, because they weren't going to do it. The Stephanie Miller and Chris and all those guys, they said it was too expensive or too, I don't know, something. And then Hal was going to see if he could do it with his gear. But I haven't heard anything definitively on that. So I guess keep an eye out maybe on Hal's stream. I know he always says not to hit the notification button, but hit his notification button. It does help, I think, somewhat. But that won't be until 8 o'clock Pacific time. So adjust your clocks accordingly, or whatever time zone you're in. I believe it's 8 o'clock Pacific time. Let's see here. And I think the only place you might be able to see it is if Hal can set up his camera and live stream it on his channel. I think that's the only way it would be. And I'm not sure if Stephanie really wants me to do that. I don't know. But I would think, once the show starts, they're not going to sell any more tickets. So whatever tickets have been sold by this point. So I don't see any, harm in him showing the show. You know what I mean? Jolie says beer sounds good. Just so good, but just tea and soup for me. Oh, Jolie's still sick. So miserable. Oh well, man, get better soon. Get that chicken noodle soup and the tomato soup and the grilled cheese. Oh, the tea with the honey. Hope you get better soon, and then so that you can get back to maybe we can have a beer together. At least virtually. Real Bill P says that Hal said that he wasn't going to yesterday. I'll check and see if it pops up. Oh, okay. So I didn't hear the latest on that. So probably not then. Or this one. I know they've done that in the past, especially during COVID. They did it a lot. And I don't know if they're going to future shows, because I guess they're going to be doing some more. Supposedly this is a tour, so supposedly they're going to have some more tour dates during the year leading up to the election. I guess that's sort of the goal, is to, get the word out, get the get the vote out kind of thing, right? Encourage people to vote, and hopefully, for the good guys. And I will let you decide who the good guys are. Let's see. There's Triva. Hey, Triva. Thanks for being here. Good to see you in here. I don't know if I've ever seen your name in here before, so thank you for coming in, and make sure you like and subscribe and all that. Hey, Jimmy says I'll keep an eye out. Jolie says hi. Okay, I said I wasn't going to read all the highs, but sometimes I don't know it's a high until I've already read it. AJ said, who's playing tonight? I thought it was Green Bay, San Francisco. I can't check stuff now because I'm doing all these live streams. Hey, I see Kim Chi is in the house. Here's Triva. She says, I think Hal said something about his part. He can stream, but you have to have the rest of their permission. So he might just do his portion. So like I say, keep an eye out on Hal's on his channel. It would be sometime after 8 p.m. Pacific time. And whenever he goes on, I mean, I guess they do kind of like solo acts where they just do their thing, and then I think they do stuff together. So his portion where he just does like his little thing, maybe he will. I don't know. It might be. Well, we'll just have to see. Kimchi says hello. Genius Libs just finished some delectable French onion soup, and now kafefe time. That does sound pretty delectable. Julie says, I heard that too, Triva. And Kimchi says hello. Okay, I'm going to skip the hellos. Not trying to be dismissive of those. That's great. You guys are in here, and everyone's so friendly. But I'll just do a general hello to everybody. I'm just trying to keep up on the chat so I don't get 10 minutes behind. Hegenemy says it's NBD. It's no big deal. I guess I'm figuring out these little acronyms. I think it's no big deal. Just curious. Oh yeah, I mean it'd be nice. It'd be cool. If they had it. If they were streaming it, that'd be awesome. But like I say, we'll get what we can get. If we can just get Hal's portion, that's fine. And if not, we'll just wait for the next one. See if they do a stream on the next one. Because I remember they were. During COVID, I guess you could pay for the stream, because I remember I paid for a couple of them, right? And that was through Eventbrite maybe or something, or whatever it was. And I think it was like, what was it, like $15 or something like that? So I don't know whether, I guess because now that's not COVID, they just want to, everyone to show up for it, which is cool. It's fine. Let's see here. So I'm saying hi. I'm skipping the highs. Trying to, anyhow. Kim, she says, thumbs up and share. Thank you for that reminder. Real Bill P says, my wife is fixing lasagna. I love lasagna. It will be ready in about 20 minutes. Well, thanks for the update. Look, my mom used to make really good lasagna, good meat lasagna. And every year for my birthday, kind of after I got out of the birthday party phase, or even then, even during the birthday party phase, yeah, when I was a little kid, for me, she would make me a lasagna and a chocolate pie, because those are like my two favorite things. And she made a great lasagna and she made a great chocolate pie. HME says, oh, that's cool. I'm not sure what that was about. Was it about the lasagna, maybe? Jolie says, like, subscribe, and share. Yes, please, share. I make up my own words sometimes. Hey, Jeremy says, as an introvert, I loved lockdown and remote work, etc. Certainly, I think, like I was a truck driver, so I never really stopped. I guess it's halftime in the game, by the way. 10-10 tie, Houston and Baltimore. I have no dog in that fight, but I just expected Baltimore to kind of run away with it. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I was just a truck driver, and I stayed out on the road through the whole thing. But I think it is, if I had a job where, I flew over there, I got a phone call. I used to have my settings where the phone, I need to reset that. Anyhow, hopefully we're back. But I think it would be great where if you could work at home, to work at home. That way you don't have to drive, you don't have to spend gas driving, you don't even have to, unless you're doing a lot of teleconferencing and Zooming, you might not even have to get out of your jammies, So working at home is kind of like a dream. If you can make the same amount of money, or and then you're saving money by not using transportation costs and all that stuff, and saving money on soap, I suppose. Maybe you don't have to shower as much, or whatever. I think that's great. I think it's a great thing, and so. I guess a lot of those have been changed back to, where people have to go into work and stuff. But yeah, it'd be cool to just work from home. Crimson66 says here, good afternoon, John, and all my peeps. Hey, Crimson66, glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. And like and subscribe and share. We're sharing now. We don't share. We don't share here at the Trucker John channel. We share. Let's see here. There's some more highs and highs. I'm kind of skipping the highs so I don't get behind on the chat. But everyone's saying hi to each other. Tree was laughing out loud about something I said probably, or something I did. I don't know. As I eat another pistachio. So yeah, here we are, halftime at the NFL game. I think only Bill and I really care about that, and maybe AJ. Oh yeah, like I was gonna say, I think it's Green Bay. I can't check because everything's on the phone. I'm pretty sure it's Green Bay, up in San Francisco. Oh, they're in San Francisco too, right? And the Sexy Liberal Tour is up there. What a coincidence. Crimson is share. Yeah, we are sharing here. So anyhow, what's all going on with y'all? I've just been laying around being lazy. I guess I'm really enjoying just being in this apartment. I've been in a truck for so long, and I really didn't, even when I had my house in California, well, it was like a little mobile home. But it was my home. And I also had houses when I was with my ex and all that kind of stuff. But, over the last 20 years, I've gone from houses, to apartments, and then my house, and actually it was Rosamond. And then the little room I rented out here in Vegas for a while, and then just living in hotels for a couple of years, basically. And I was only home for really 2 nights. 3 nights at the most, I'd be home. I was almost always just a 2-nighter, and I was back on the road for about almost 8 weeks. I'd go out 6-7 weeks, usually like 7 weeks, it seems like. And I did that for a long time. And then when I stopped last year, almost about a year ago to the day here when I stopped, and I decided to park the truck, and I've just I felt really good since then. You know what I mean? I don't know. I really felt like this big kind of weight was lifted off my shoulders, and you know, and I sort of slowly transitioned from living in hotels and my truck, and then I got that Manor Suites place, which is just like it's basically like a hotel, but you can do monthly rent. And now I got this place, and I know this is a shitty little place, but like I say, I'm grateful for it. I see homeless people every night sleeping on the ice cold concrete, so I'm grateful I have this place. And I got the loud kids out there, but they're just kids, and I don't really care too much about it, unless, like I said, unless they're upstairs running around. And sometimes, whatever. You got this apartment life. You can hear other people. That's fine. I don't mind it too much. And I guess I'm just feeling good and happy about that. And grateful, that I have this place. And so I've been laying around. I've been kind of lazy. I've been just laying around. And then when I did get pretty sick from basically on Thanksgiving Day and all through December and even into January. But the worst part was, probably like the 2 or 3 weeks, from Thanksgiving, and then a few weeks after that, because I went to the kids with Christmas and I felt okay. But I've been dealing with that, but to the point where I didn't even work. I didn't even drive. I just stayed in the house, and now that I'm feeling better, I guess I'm in this. I got into this routine of just laying around. So I need to, but it has been dead. Whenever I do go out and drive, it's been really super dead. It's been like really dead, which is weird because the whole time before that, it's almost always been busy. Even in the so-called slower times, which are in Vegas, are like, from Thanksgiving through Christmas. It picks up for New Year's Eve. People come here for New Year's Eve, and then traditionally it gets dead again, I guess. Apparently, I mean, this is just all that I've heard, and now I can see it firsthand. But even in that time Thanksgiving and leading up to Christmas, where it was a slow time, it was still busy. I was still whenever I would go out, I would still get rides pretty constantly. But this whole week, when I go out, I mean, it's been one time I just came right back home because there was nothing for like 15 minutes. I didn't get anything, so I was like, screw it. I just came home. So anyhow, hopefully I can not keeping this bad habit of just laying around, and I will, and also that the tourism, I guess, will pick up, and it will, because I remember last year when I started. It was the last week of February when I started doing Uber, and I was busy from the get-go, and that was because we had the Las Vegas Marathon, and I'm assuming that that's a yearly thing. I haven't really checked it, so I remember I made a lot of money that day because they closed down part of the strip, and it made a lot of surge pricing, and there were a lot of people here. So, I mean, that's going to be, if it's the same date as it was last year, that will be after. That should be, I think, after the Super Bowl. So, and we had the Super Bowl this year. So we got the Super Bowl on the 11th. So that should get business going around here. And then I think we're going to have that marathon again. That'll be at the end of February. And then from then on, and then you're into March, and that's when you start getting March Madness. And it gets crazy here for March Madness. And also around the end of March, I guess, in April, stuff like that, you start getting a lot of spring breakers that come here. You get a lot of, I guess, families and stuff that come here because they have time off, and really from then on, it's pretty much busy. At least it was last year, and if it holds that way year to year, I was pretty much busy all the way, man, all the way through until like Thanksgiving. So we'll see how it goes. I guess we got Nick Rich 56 in here. If I didn't say hi, hi Nick Rich. Thanks for being here. Underdog's here. Cheers. Hey, cheers to you. Thanks, Underdog, for being here. Make sure you get that thumbs up for me. And 56 Nick Rich says, it's really great. Tough to type. Oh, you got just one finger? Well, I don't know if something happened to your fingers, but hope you're okay. Underdog says, hello, all you good people. Hitchin to me says, oh, yeah, that will be money. For the Super Bowl, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how big it's going to be. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be big. And it should draw a lot of people here. So at least, you know, I'll be busy. Underdog, good people. Hello, Underdog. Crimson 66 saying hi. Treva says, I need to get back to finishing my rearranging 2 rooms. I am at home. I am in home 24/7. Oh, you're at home 24/7. Personal care provider for trade. No money for room. Okay, that's cool. Room and board. 8 years now. My Carrie is a 63 red hat wearing MAGA. Oh boy, in Denver. Wow, that must be fun, huh? Real Bill says we get political ads here from 3 states: Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. They are spending cash like crazy. Vote blue. Vote blue, absolutely. And yeah, it's amazing. Like even for that stupid Iowa caucus, what was it? They said it was like, it came to like over $20,000 a vote or something. I guess based on, I don't know if that was just based on Nikki Haley's what she spent, but I bet you it was. I guess it was probably about that much for everybody. I guess, but just for fucking Iowa, what that is this? I mean, if you live in Iowa, I apologize. I don't mean to denigrate your state. But what I'm saying is, Iowa doesn't really speak for the whole country. It's 98 point something% white, I think, and that was the Iowa caucus, Iowa Republican caucus. So you're talking about you're even cutting it down. Well, there are a lot of Republicans there, but I just don't think Iowa, speaks for the whole country. But they put so much attention to it just because they're the first in the nation. And it's just a caucus. I hate caucuses, really, to tell the truth. And I know some people, I think even like Liberal Dan says he likes caucuses, if I remember correctly. Because it allows you to go and you can talk with other people and you can exchange ideas and you can actually like promote your candidate and tell them why and all that kind of stuff. That's all fine and dandy, but I still think it's way outdated, way antiquated. And then they just put too much sort of importance on it, See, at least the media does, it seems. So, I'm not a big fan of caucuses. It's right up there with electoral colleges, as being outdated. "56 fingers are fine, just a small screen to type on." Oh, okay. Woo! I thought you lost all your fingers in some horrible accident. So I'm glad to hear that it's just because you got a little screen. 56 Centric says, caucus raucous. Yeah, I'm not really into the caucus thing. But they sure do put a lot of money into that. Into Iowa. Surrender Monkey says, hey, Surrender Monkey, thanks for being here. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. Is it true about all truckers being murderers? Yeah, it's true. I've murdered, I can't even count. Who is the most famous person that got away? Apparently me, because I'm still here. Treva says, no, not fun. Living, working for a MAGA. I know, it must be taxing, right? It's been rough, but folks like HAL help. But I'm glad to catch you live. Oh, you're going. Oh, yeah, because you got to go and do your rearranging. Well, thanks for being here, Treva. And keep the faith. And just, just let that shit roll off your back, man. You know what I mean? I know it's hard, and you're like right there. But, just look at it like this is some old person, and they're just gonna do what they do. You know, it's kind of what I do when I have when I can tell I have like a right winger in the back seat as a a Uber passenger, and they might make some little comments, and I just sort of ignore it, or I just let it go, or because I'm not going to get into some political debate with a passenger. You know, I'm just not. And so you just sort of shrug it off. You know, I mean, there have been a couple times where I have said I have not been able to resist completely, and I've kind of, I mean, very very kind of mild things that I've said. You know, very very skillful though I might add. Just check your score. It's still 10-10. Here the third quarter started. Baltimore and Houston knotted up at 10 points apiece. Let's see here. Oh, well, Nick, you missed my earlier conversation about the kids. I live in an apartment building. It's all ages. It's not, I guess that's the advantage of living, if I lived in one of those 55 plus or whatever. Not as many kids, right? But anyhow, there's a bunch of kids. Bunch of kids. Where I live, it's like a courtyard. It's like, there's like a big courtyard in the middle of the apartments, and these kids play out there, and it just echoes like crazy. And so that's them. That's the little neighbor kids. I hope it's not too loud. So then let's see. Hey, there's Pokey. Says, what did you say? A caretaker for a maggot? Yep, that's what she said, or they said. Everyone's saying to take care of Chiva. Yep, take care. And like I say, just let that shit roll off your back, like water on a duck's back or something like that. And so we're just saying hi. I'm kind of skipping over the highs. Like I said, I want to get behind in the chat. Karen Bast says, good afternoon, everyone. And yes, it's still 10-10. Yep, it is a 10-10 tie. I've got the game on right here. I don't know. No. But someone's going off the field. Anyhow, thanks for being here, Karen. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for me. And 56 Nick Riggs says, babysitters make money too. Any thoughts on that? No, I'm not babysitting any fucking kids, dude. I love the sound of having kids have fun. I'm not a fucking babysitter. I'm a driver. Swindler Monkey says, I used to channel hop between Doomsday Preppers and First Amendment Auditor channels, and every time found evangelical nut jobs. Which do you think are more dangerous? Let's see. The Doomsday Preppers and the First Amendment Auditors, or the evangelical nut jobs. They're probably all one and the same, but I think the evangelical nut jobs are pretty. I don't know if I want to give them too much credit as being all so dangerous and everything, but they think they have God on their side, and so it makes them kind of dangerous because they'll just do shit in the name of God or whatever, supposedly. You know what I mean? Nick Rich says school bus drivers are needed too. I'm not driving any goddamn school buses. I think we've already had this conversation, Nick. I'm not going to drive a goddamn school bus. I'm sorry. That's a cut in pay, by the way. I can just do my thing, work the hours I want, work as little or as much as I want. And I bet you I still make more than these school bus drivers. I've seen their ads. It's like, well, maybe things have gone up, but they used to post signs, at least in Palmdale, in California. I think I've maybe seen them here. They're like $13.80 an hour or something like that. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not getting out of bed for $13.80 an hour. Sony, I could make $35 an hour as an Uber driver. Houston almost picked off the ball in the end zone, but it was incomplete apparently. Stroud's running for it. Oh no, not Stroud. It's Baltimore's running for it. Baltimore just scored. They go up 16-10 with the extra point to follow. That was Lamar Jackson. But anyhow, yeah, I'm not interested in school bus driving, but thank you anyhow. Well, when I was driving a truck, my cargo never talked back. Now, if you're talking about my Uber passengers as being cargo, they engage in conversations. I just had a pistachio that tasted funky. I hope I don't get sick. Can you hear those kids? They're getting loud out there. 56 districts, all caps. Do your thing, John. Okay, I will do my thing. No, Tim Farrell. I didn't see you. Hi there, Tim Farrell. Thanks for being here. Don't think I've seen you before, so thanks for. Glad you found us. And we are just shooting shit. Most of us, I think, are like, we know of the sexy liberals and all that stuff. So, we're just unfortunately, I don't believe there's going to be any live stream of it. So we won't be able to watch it unless Hal does something. But we're just sort of, I guess, in spirit, we're sort of warming up for the show. Jolie says, laughing my ass off. Let's get John going. I see you have a plastic bottle there on the counter. Oh, yeah. Yes. Jolie. I will always drink out of plastic bottles. Okay, someday I might buy a Brita, all right? Just to appease some of you. I might. Swindler Monkey says, hi all. I'm trying to play GTA 5 and watch, so I'm not ignoring anyone. That's cool. Go ahead and play your Grand Theft Auto. Nick Rich says, kids need role models. You're a good one. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. That'd be a real great role model. Real BP, I miss kids yelling and having fun. My grandchildren live in another state. It sucks. Yeah, that's tough. You can't see your grandkids as much as you'd like. Pokey says, I'll be there. Pokey, are you there? Are you in San Francisco? Are you going to the show? Well, Pokey, you need to give us a report. I know it's really early yet, and I'll be off the air by then probably, but still. So if you're there, that's cool. That's awesome. Nick Rich says, let's troll John. Yeah, you guys. You know how to punch my buttons, right? Push my buttons. Really mean microplastic John. Yes. And I'm still kicking. I'm still alive. So, and I've been drinking out of these for 30 years, probably. Hey, Pokey says, I am indeed. Well, that's so awesome. If you, I don't know if you have access to anybody like, the HAL Sparks or Stephanie Miller or whatever, just tell them that Trucker John and the gang all send our regards. And we wish we could be there, but we can't. So, all right. Well, I hope you have a great time up there and a great show. I'm sure it will be. 56 Nitrous says, I saw a mouse on the counter. Really? There's no mouse on the counter. Now you really are trolling me. Booker says, I will. Awesome. Booker says, anyone else in San Francisco? Yeah, if anybody else is up there, let us know. I haven't heard of anyone saying that they are, but if they are, let us know. Let us know if you're going to the show, and then maybe on my next live stream, come on in and let us know how it went, which will be probably Tuesday. My next one. Real BP says, I spent a large portion of my youth in San Francisco. I loved it. I haven't actually been in the city of San Francisco in quite a while. I'm trying to think of my last time. I mean, I bet it's been over 20 years. Wow, hasn't been that long. I'm trying to think, trying to think, trying to think. Yeah, I don't think it's been since like sometime in the 90s since I was there. And it was nice. I liked it. I mean, we saw all this stuff. Um, Fisherman's Wharf. We went to Ghirardelli's chocolate factory. Drove down Lombard Street. Went to Chinatown. Went to what's that one place where the little tower thing is? Something Hill. Went over the Golden Gate Bridge, all that stuff. Saw the painted lady houses where they use those. Was it on Crowded House or one of those shows? Right, was the opening shot. Pokey says I live in Carmel, and I came to San Francisco to see Halsey. Laughing out loud. Oh, she's cool, Halsey. So you're gonna do both? You still doing both? Both shows? So you're really taking in on some shows this weekend. Yeah, well, let us know how that goes. Let us know if they're really funny. And who's the funniest? Give us rank them like between Stephanie and John and Hal and Frangela. We need to get a ranking. Who was the best, who was second best, and so on and so forth. Maybe when they should do a Las Vegas show. They really, really, really should. I wonder if Hal can pull some strings or help them get a venue. But they should do a Las Vegas one, and I would for sure at least try to go. I mean, hopefully I would go. Yeah, I would try to get a ticket to that. And I haven't seen if they have an actual tour schedule, put out yet. I didn't see. I didn't look into it. But if they come to Vegas, for sure, I'll go. Pokey says I will do little shorts for y'all. Oh, okay, awesome. So we'll look out for your shorts. That didn't sound right. And let's see. Hopefully we can find your channel. YouTube doesn't make it as easy as you would think, right? It seems like it should be easy just to find Pokey's channel. But I don't know. So hopefully we can find it. 56 Chris says, what's the name of that crazy winding road? That's the Lombard Road, Lombard Street. I was on it in 1977. Yeah, that one. It's just like, that's Lombard Street. It's fun. It's fun to go down it. Real Bill P says, they came to DC, but I couldn't travel. Damn it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's too bad. Pokey says, just heard he said San Francisco. I like that's doable. Yeah, they're in San Francisco. I thought that's where you were going. Sayha said, holy crap, it's Trucker John. Hey, Sayha. It is Trucker John. I'm a murderer. Yeah, because all truck drivers are murderers, apparently. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Ruby P says, yep, it whines like crazy. Kimchi says, hugs at Sayha. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do all the highs and stuff, but since I am pretty much caught up, I believe, with the chat, I guess I can say, well, maybe make sure. Oh, see? I didn't have it on all messages. I wonder how many I missed. I might have missed a few. I hate it when I do that. Maybe, let's see here. Sorry, I thought you were there also to see Sexy Liberal, Pokey, right? So there's all the highs and highs to say hi. Karen Bass says, I've seen pics of Lombard Street. Yep, it's a very well photographed street and I'm sure videotaped. Crimson 66 says, oh my God, it's say ha. Thanks for being by. We're just shooting shit, talking about everything, right? We're talking about Sexy Liberal, hoping that they come to Vegas. If they do, I wonder if they would let me do a live stream. from there. Or I might have to do it stealthily, like I did Nerd Halen. But that wasn't really stealthy. I just was doing it. Kim, she wants to let everyone know that she thinks that Kiss sucks. Boy, talk about trolling. Just coming in here and just starting your shit, man. That's Kim Chi for you. I love Kiss, by the way, but I'm not as much of a Kiss fan as Hal is, I don't believe. But I do like Kiss. At least I'm thinking about, this is back when I was in high school, man. I mean, come on. Had to like Kiss. And even junior high. That's how long they've been around. I was in junior high like in the early 70s. That's how old Kiss is, man. That's like almost 50 years ago, right? So anyhow, Bill P says, Real Bill P says, check the TV replay, John. The TV replay? I just saw, you talking about the game? It's 17-10. Baltimore's up. And they're doing a replay right now. Houston has the ball. And it was an incomplete pass. I don't know if that was PI, if that was DPI. Did they call it? He was kind of on his back, but it might have been at the same time as the ball got there. So I think that might have been a good no call. Is that what you're talking about, Real BP? Real Bill P? And there's a completion. I didn't mean to turn this into, I should have maybe titled it the NFL watch party or something. But anyhow, going back to the chat. 56 Domino. I don't know what that means. Sean 12. Hey, I heard Hal shout out Chugger John. Awesome. Yeah, hey, Sean 12. Thanks for being here. And yeah, he did. It was because of you guys. You went in there and you were doing a Trucker John raid. And so much Trucker John activity that he just couldn't help it. So that's awesome. So yeah, let's do those. Let's keep those Trucker John raids going whenever Hal comes on. Whenever we go from my show to his show, I might start doing maybe a regular Thursday, 3 p.m. show, like I did last week. And I've done that before. That wasn't the first time I've done it. I've done it several times before, just sort of leading into Hal, and we can just, like I say, we just get warmed up. We're just getting loose, getting warmed up, getting ready for the HAL Sparksisms, to be sparkled. You got to get warmed up for that shit. You can't just go in cold. You really shouldn't go in cold. It's not. You should go in kind of warmed up a little bit. And that was my objective, to do that. Let's see here. Now we're just gonna shit talk Kiss apparently. Well, here's Seha. It says, Trigger John laughing out loud. I have lots of sparkler friends. Hi guys and gals. Yes, you do. Absolutely. Thanks for being here. And then now Real Bill P says Kiss copied Sweet, so did David Bowie. Okay, Sweet had like one song, Love is Like Oxygen. What else did they copy? And where did they copy that? I want to know. I want examples, damn it. Sean 12 says, Teas? I don't know what that means. Kimchi says, yes, indeed, we did. Yes, and I'm grateful. That was really cool what you guys did. And I'm thankful. I don't know if I'm grateful, but I am thankful. What's the difference? Surrender Monkey says, we have a similar Bindi road in the next town over from me tagged as the most dangerous road in the UK. Oh, that's right. Surrender Monkey, UK, huh? Because that many bike accidents happen. But I drink, don't drive, so I'm safe. Well, that's good. If you're drinking, don't drive. That's good. Oops, raid. Oh, okay. I should have figured that out. 56 Dick Chris says, you don't know Domino by Kiss? I don't. I probably heard it, though. Like I said, I'm not as much of a Kiss fan as Hal. I mean, he goes into deep cuts. He knows every song on every album, probably. And he probably, the guy has an amazing memory. He probably knows every lyric to every song on every album. He's damn near photographic memory, I think. Pokey says, okay, let me explain so that it's a little more clear. I heard Hal say on his show that he was going to be in San Francisco, and I am close, so it was doable. So here I be. Okay, so you were there for the Sexy Liberal tour tonight, and you're also apparently going to see Halsey, at some point. Maybe you saw her yesterday. I don't know. I don't know what. But anyhow, so you're doing both, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Kimchi says, John, we want jazz hands. Okay. These are jazz hands, I guess, but I only went to like a Trump accordion for some reason. And vocal warm-ups, yes. La 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 la. I don't know. Let's get warmed up. Yeah, let's get the vocal cords warmed up. Ruby P says, Monkey, we have I wrote here called Back of Time, Dragon. Or the Dragon? Back of the Dragon. Where did I get time from? There I am adding words again. Here in Southwest Virginia. Say How says, is he YouTubing Sexual Liberal? Someone earlier said he might only be able to do his portion, like when he does his individual portion. And that's all he could do. And so we're kind of, I've just told people to look out for his channel, for his stream, to see if he comes on. And it'll be sometime after 8 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're out there, it'll be after 11, right? If you're going to be up that late. Oh, is Wes here? I didn't see. Hey, gang, I invited Adam. Well, thank you so much, Wes, and thanks for inviting Adam. Always welcome here. I mean, if you're on your best behavior. Hey, Kimchi said hi, Wes, so look at that. Wes says no shaha, but we do share. And Trucker John just wanted some company. You can pay for Sexy Liberal, though. Are they doing a pay-per-view? I didn't think they were doing a pay-per-view. I know they have in the past, but I didn't know they were doing one now. Maybe that's why they don't want HAL to do anything. I could see then that there would be a conflict. But I don't know if they're doing a pay-per-view, actually. But they might be. Surrender Monkey says, my bro says it's actually tagged as being in the top 10 world's most dangerous roads. Wow. Pokey HAL tonight. Okay. Well, awesome, Pokey. Hope you have a great time. And like I said, if you're able to get in contact with him, just tell him the Trucker John and the whole gang here, we all said hi. And that we wish we could be there. And maybe we'll at some point catch one of the shows. If they come to Vegas, I will for sure. So some saying hi. I'm going to skip the highs. Karen Bass said, I am, look, I'm already behind. I'm at least 5 minutes behind, I bet. I'm so lousy with names. I grew up on Kiss, but I could maybe name 2 or 3 songs. Yeah, me too. That's the way I am. I know the songs and stuff, but, Domino, yeah, it sounds kind of familiar. Wes says, Love Now, Rich, you won the game again, I think. Real Bill, they're talking about that last word game at the end of a live stream. Real Bill says, Little Willie. Oh, is that a Sweet song that Kiss copied? I'm not familiar with Little. No, I remember. Was that a cover? Because I remember, wasn't there like Little Willie, Willie won't come or something? Kimchi says, I don't remember Sweet, but I wore out a Bread cassette. Bread was really popular. I don't really like them. They're a little too mellow for my liking, but man, they had some big hits, that's for sure. They were huge. Huge, I tell you. Huge. Adam, watch this. Hey, Adam's here. So didn't realize this was live. Wes just shared it. Yeah, I've been live for 53 minutes. It was sort of an impromptu. Just thought I would do it to it. I do want to try to do some more Saturday shows. Tuesday, Thursdays for sure. I might do some Thursdays 3 p.m.s. I think I might do that, and then I might do Saturday shows. So we'll see how it goes. Wes says, I type less when others type more. Sometimes nobody types at all. That is boring. Not that what we don't all love. Not that what we don't all love John. Not that we don't. Okay, I'll try to get the right. I'll try to get the right read here. Not that we don't all love John. I think that's how it's going. I think that's how it comes out. Not that we don't all love John. Even though he's boring as fuck. I think that's the underlying message there. 56 says, we're trolling. Yeah. We're trolling. You guys are trolls. But you're lovely trolls. You're good trolls. You're the good kind of trolls. Andrew says, there was no pay-per-view. Yeah, I didn't think there was. this time. Maybe next time. Wes says, pretty sure it was offered. Karen Bass says, no one said anything about having to behave. Oh, behave. Adam says, I'm not super aware of bands' names because I was raised with only classical music, but I know and appreciate a lot of it. Rock, pop, jazz, all kinds. So you know your Beethoven and whatever, I guess, apparently. Pokey says, I'll keep your channel up on the phone. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to be on at 8 p.m., though. Just saying. Adam says, Jackie Kimchi, aloha. Okay, I'm skipping the highs, guys. I'm skipping the highs. I'm going to go skip down. Pokey says, do you want me to send you the shorts? Yeah, absolutely. How do you do that? I would just send them to my channel, I guess. Just at me or whatever. That'd be awesome. How do we do it so everyone can see? Wes says, I gave up on pop music right around Kiss. I can sing Beth. Oh, with Beth. I used to love that song and play it in the original key, or used to. Beth, I hear you calling. And I forget the rest of the words. I am like the anti-Hal when it comes to lyrics. He remembers every lyric. I barely can remember a title. But I love that song, and I love that was Peter Criss, the drummer, who sang it, and they actually let him sing a song, and he did a really good job on it, and it is one of my favorites. Adam West says, Karen Bass agreed behaving isn't required, but there's a couple of people here who tend to get a little crazy, like me online, laughing out loud. No names, because how can I point fingers? I don't know. Like this? Pokey says, I hope there isn't restrictions. Just don't say nothing. They don't say nothing to you. You don't say nothing to them, And if you are doing maybe just little shorts, it's okay. It's not if you're not just doing the whole show, but just little look-ins. We'll call it a little live look-in from Pokey. Real Big PC is Sweet had 15 gold albums. Where, all in Europe or something? They had 20 top 10 songs. Okay, they did Love Is Like Oxygen, right? Which is the awesome song, and I love that song. And I think, did they do, who did Ballroom Blitz? Was that the Suite? And what are they called, the Suite? Anyhow, other than that, I don't know what else they did. They may have been, maybe they were really hot in Denmark or something. I don't know. But I know they were hot in America too. With that one or two songs that they did. Wes says, that's okay, Pokey. I am jaded. I really want nothing. Okay. Adam West says, Wes, did you like the Unholy Song? Which is pop, in fact, or pink? Come on, give into pop seductress. Surrender Monkey says that Pokey secretly stream Hal's show, then report the stream. In my experience, the First Amendment nuts will go nuts and subscribe to your channel. There you go. Like I said, just do some live look-ins. I think you'll be all right. Kimchi says, not everyone hangs out with John online on a Saturday night. Just the sexy liberals. That's right. Just a bunch of us sexy liberals hanging out. Letting it all hang out. Wes is sorry for his typing, as he should be. Adam West says, laughing out, I always hear that as pay-per-view. Yeah, it's not on pay-per-view. That would be funny. Pokey says, okay, I'm kind of freaking out now. I don't want to get thrown out. You won't get thrown out. If you just do a little live look in, let's just say you do, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. Every now and then. Just to give us a little taste. A little taste, Pokey says, Adam says, Wes says, Adam West says, I probably knew about Unholy before you did. I like it fine, but Sam Smith looks like shit. Okie dokie. Kim She says at Real Bill P, I will recheck out Sweet. I saw Three Dog Night at the beach, and they rocked. Forget how many hits they had. Three Dog Night, I love Three Dog Night, and they had a lot of hits. And I think there's only one dog left, right? At least one dog has died, maybe two. But they still perform, and they have like fake dogs in there now, I think. Pokey says, that's why I was asking, because I have no idea how to do it or where to do it. Well, you just go live, I guess. Or if you're just going to video it, then you would post it. And you could do a short. And we'll just have to look for your channel. Adam says Brandenburg Concerto, but probably Mozart's Requiem. I loved Amadeus, that movie. It was a great movie. And then things like Akira soundtrack, Giano Yamashigumi. I can listen to endless repeat for days. I'm sure it's really good. Wes says, I like the song, but the video makes me sad. I don't think I've even seen this Unholy that you guys are talking about. Real Bill P says, Lee Dog Night was totally awesome. Wes says, I'm really behind, aren't I? You guys are just chatting away, and I'm so far behind. I might just skip down. Can I skip down? Should I skip down a little bit? Talking about lyrics, Serena Monkey, last song, Many Hitchhikers. I've heard apparently they preferred to be deaf when John dropped them off. Oh, yes, there you go. Wes says, Cheap Trick lead singer Robin Zinder can fake any lyric and make it sound real. Yeah, he's great. I love, and they play here sometimes. And I should go see them before they all die because they were getting really old. But they still apparently can play and sing. So I'm going to skip down a little bit. Adam's talking about Japanese chorus, sing Beatles Death Song, Pokey Sweet. I love Ramones. I love the Ramones. But there again, I mean, okay, I really didn't even hardly hear of the Ramones until, I mean, this is probably, God, what was this? It had to be in the 80s or something. Probably in the mid 80s. And we had, back then it was like the movie channel or something. And they were playing Rock and Roll High School over and over and over again. You know, they just played it like a million times. So you could just watch it pretty much any time. And I remember I watched the movie, and the movie was really kind of stupid or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it was okay, but it was just, you know, a goofy movie. But I loved the music, and I was just like, this is the Ramones. Because maybe I had heard of them, but I don't remember ever hearing any of their music. Because they were like a really totally East Coast, New York band. I'm in the West Coast, and I know radio stations were probably playing, but I just don't remember really hearing any Ramones songs until Rock and Roll High School. And I was like, oh, these guys are cool. And then from then on, I got to know more of their music. But it wasn't until Rock and Roll High School, which I think is in the early 80s or mid 80s or something. That was how I got in touch with the Ramones. Real Blue P says, Sweet was huge. In America, their last hit was California Nights. I don't remember that song. Sorry, don't remember it. I probably heard it, but I just don't recall it. Adam Bush says, Monkey, I don't understand, and it's still hilarious. MJ Daniels here. Thanks for being here. Sweet did Yes. Those are the two songs I remember. I know I had at least one Sweet album on vinyl in high school. I think I had maybe the Sweet cassette, the one that had Love is Like Oxygen, and I think Ballroom Blitz, right? That's the one I had, and that's, if I'm remembering correctly. Because somebody else then did a cover of Ballroom Blitz, I think. Like, was it like Guns N' Roses or somebody? Somebody did another cover of it, but later, you know. Anyhow, let's go ahead and skip down a little bit here. Denmark, laughing out loud. Where were they from? Weren't they from Denmark or something? Adam Washington says, Sam Smith gained weight and I lost weight. Oh, well, who cares? He's still a good performer. Adam Washington says, Gay no Yama Shirogu. Didn't I say it right? I guess I didn't say it right. Sooner Muggy added, Jugger John's hitchhiking victims. All truckers are murderers. According to you, but, you know, it's true. It's probably true. MJ Daniel said, I wish now I had treated my vinyl collection better. I had some great vinyl. Almost all my shit got stolen. Vinyl records, I had hundreds of those, and I had some really good CD collection too. All got stolen. Pookie says, Bohaha West, I thought someone else was, it might have been someone else who sang Ballroom Blitz. I might be confusing it, but anyhow. Wes says, the ink is black, the page is white. Adam West is, now we're doing what, random kind of lyrics, I guess. Adam West says, Monkey, oh my God, you're so funny. My buddy in high school was killed by a guy who murdered attractive hitchhikers. Also, I found out, now we're getting dark. I found out we live next to the lake where the Zodiac Killer lived. Great. Makes you feel really safe going to bed at night, huh? Douche, douche, kimchi, because I saw the word douche. I didn't, that didn't come out right. Revved up like a douche, another runner tonight. So now we're doing Springsteen. Wes says, laughing out loud. Okay, the 80 hair bands from Crimson. MJ Daniels Showtime was the first page channel in the early. It might have been Showtime, but I thought we had the movie channel. You guys remember the movie channel? Adam Washington says Surrender Monkey, but you're probably right. My friend's dad was a trucker. It was lucrative money back then, but it was such a hard life. And when he came home, he was barely able to do anything. Yeah, you just feel like zombieing out, man. Wes says, you simply must repeat every word I type. No, I'm skipping a lot, I think, because I'm way behind. I'm way behind. I'm going to skip down. Gino Maynard's here, giving greetings to everybody. So thanks for being here. Make sure you give me that thumbs up. We're just shooting the shit. We're getting warmed up for the Sexy Liberal Tour that we might be able to see some live look-ins from Pokey. We're hoping for some live look-ins. If you're not there, that's the only way you're going to be able to see any of it, apparently. Wes says, what are you doing with that little room by your bedroom? Are you talking to me? You talking to me? What little room by my bedroom? Kimchi says, I did see an artist sketch at the local PD that looked a lot like Chugger John. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm getting discovered by the law. Sort of says, Adam wishes Jesus, that's dark. I've had 3 neighbors that did a murder thing, and one that bit off a police dog's ear during a race riot. I'm not good at checking history when renting houses. Apparently not. Kimchi says, moral of the story, look ugly while hitchhiking. Yeah. The attractive ones get murdered, apparently. Pokey, Sweet sings Ballroom Blitz. That's what I thought. MJ Daniel or Man for Man, they did a good cover. Yeah, but Springsteen wrote it, so he should get credit over Man for Man. AJX1, oh my. Oh, yeah. About the murder thing, probably. Yeah. How many of you murdered AJ? We all murder. We're all murderers. Karen Bass says, repeat every second word of what everyone says and see what you come up with. Okay, I'll start with you. Repeat second of everyone and what come with. Okay. Pokey says 80 miles. It took me 2 hours to get here. A little bit of traffic, I guess. That would be roughly an hour and a half, or maybe under an hour and a half if you're cruising through, maybe, without traffic. Wes says lots of Blitz covers, Beastie Boys. I don't know if I heard the Beastie Boy cover. Adam Wishes says, kind of funny, but as a young kid, I was always around motorbike guys, welders, truckers, construction dudes. Maybe I realized that back then that I was a guy lover. Maybe radiated it even though nobody knew. Yeah, maybe. People could tell. I don't know. Gina Maynard said Stockton, California had a serial killer a few months back. Stressful. Wow. I don't remember hearing about that one, but yeah, that if you lived in Stockton and in the area, that's got to be worrisome. MJ Daniel says saw The Boss live twice. Great show. Yeah, I've seen The Boss twice, and he's going to be here in Vegas, and I really should try to get tickets to that. He's going to be here, I think, in March. I need to get some tickets to that and he's got the full band with him, right? The E Street Band and everything. And so this might be, I think this might be his last tour going out with the whole full show. He might do some, solo shows or stripped down shows or something, but I have a feeling this is the last real big, E Street Band. And he's been doing stadiums. Now this one for Vegas, he's doing an arena. I think it's going to be at T-Mobile, which is a little bit smaller than some of the big arenas he's been doing, but I think T-Mobile is better. I saw that concert, the Ed Sheeran concert at Allegiant Stadium, and wasn't really impressed really with the sound quality. And I think T-Mobile might have better sound, but I haven't been there for anything. So, but I guess I'm just talking out my ass. Um, Wes says, I remember that now. Adam messages he was going to try and record it with his 360-degree camera or 360. Yeah, yeah, and I think someone else said he was only going. They would only let him do like his portion of the show. So I don't know if he's going to do it or not. If that's what we're talking about. Pokey says, "Oh yeah, I was murdered a couple of months ago." Well, glad you made it back. 56 next week. Can you read? This is John. Surrender Monkey says, holy fact, you can ask a trucker his body count. Next, you're going to ask Kimchi her age. Yeah, really. We don't really like to talk about it. Adam Woods says, Bruce Springsteen's restaurant was a couple blocks away from my house on E Street. Bruce Springsteen had a restaurant? I didn't know that. AJX1 says, it is true truckers murder a lot. H is chiming in. Friend of mine had an owl in his windshield for a couple days. Was watching him sleep at night. Wow, it was in his got stuck in the windshield. Adam Ocean says we live near G, I think, and 4th in Marin County, where George Lucas and Springsteen were living. In Marin County. Well, Marin County is San Francisco. And I thought the E Street Band, was that from... I would just assume that the E Street Band was something from New Jersey, but I guess I could be wrong. Baltimore's up 24-10, by the way, in fourth quarter, leading Houston. Okay, with about 13:54 to play in the game. Let's see here for anyone who cares. Kimchi says, Surrender Monkey, you know I am scrupulously honest. I am 56, and my picture is 2 years old, laughing out loud. Gino Maynard says, you're a beautiful corpse at Pokey. What says thousands of people an hour could we stop it if we wanted? I am not sure. We really don't seem to care. Thousands of people an hour? Thousands of people an hour are murdered by truckers? I don't know. Adam Washington says, we couldn't afford to go to Springsteen's restaurant. Oh, it was kind of bougie. Was it bougie? 50 is talking out your ass. Yeah, I talk out my ass all the time. Kimchi says, 11 out Gino, and quite cogent and articulate too. Sonia Mikey says, haha, Kimchi, I'm 49 and cheat by not updating my Facebook album from 12 years ago. Adam Bush says, I'm probably going to die young. I'm pretty injured and I can see humanity from a distance, even if I don't deserve human contact. Well, come on, Adam, let's have a positive attitude. Let's get a little bit more positive. But I know I shouldn't judge. I mean, I know, I'm not in your shoes, man. So Kimchi says, I haven't been on Facebook in years. Nothing but maggot school peers and maggot family members. That is true. I still go on Facebook, but yeah, that seems to describe it pretty aptly, even from my point of view too. Pokey says, oh, thank you, Gino. I don't smell too bad either yet. Not yet. Adam Worcester says his restaurant in San Rafael was called E Street. Oh, and was located on E Street between my high school, where the term 420 was originally invented, and my house. MJ Daniel says, I'm 61. My very first concert was Rush Permanent Waves tour when I was around 16. That must have been fucking awesome. That must have been awesome. That's when Rush was in their prime, too. Permanent Waves, Adam Wishes says, you're right, I'm being too negative. Pokey says, what the fuck, Wes? Yeah, Wes, what the fuck, man? MJ Daniel says, Kimchi, I am on Facebook, but have spent a lot of time cleaning all the maggot nonsense from it. Pokey says, oh, oops, that was for Adam laughing out loud. Oh, okay. What the fuck, Adam? Hedge says, my first concert was White Zombie in like 1995 or so. It was awesome. White Zombie? Oh, that's Rod Zombie, right? Rob Zombie's group. I was thinking of like the other group. What's that group that does like, they did that song. They did 2 songs and they were like 30 years apart in age. And they were like #1 hits. But anyhow, yeah, White Zombie. That's the Rob Zombie band. Yeah, that must have been pretty good. That sounds like it was pretty awesome. MJ Daniel says, amazing show. 38 special opened. Wow, for Rush. 38 special opened for Rush. That seems kind of odd. I mean, I think of 38 special as being like a southern rock uh, little brother to Skinnerd, or whatever. It seems like kind of an unusual pairing. But I mean, who could have opened for Rush? Like, I mean, they would have to be a lower tier or whatever, right? I mean, you couldn't have like Yes opening for Rush. I don't think. Even though, I mean, Yes is more what do they call it, prog rock or whatever, So I don't know. What would be a good band to open for Rush? I mean, like you couldn't have Metallica. Metallica is just as big as Rush. You know, so I guess that works. Kimchi says, "Be right back." Laundry. Adam Wilson says, "Kimchi, ugh, maggot family is such a letdown." Yeah, but what are you gonna do? They're your family. Just do like I do. I haven't talked to my brother and sister in, I think, like 7 years or something. MJ Daniel says the Zombies from the '60s. No, White Zombie is a band. That's Rob Zombie's band. They are not the Zombies. The Zombies from the '60s, that was like a '60s band. White Zombie is more of a kind of a hard rock um, type band, I guess. 56 Israel says, I saw Alice Cooper, Billion Dollar Babies, live on tour. That was probably amazing. Did he like hang himself and cut his head off and all that kind of stuff? Wes says Stoned Pony, Asbury Park. I believe it was a Stone Pony. Pokey says, my first was, what again? Sweet? No, I don't know. I don't know. I forget. Surrender Monkey says, damn hippie Americans. I've only done bands known in Europe, and Europe wasn't one of them. Oh, there you go. I saw Foo Fighters on my birthday once in Manchester, but don't even remember which birthday. I like the Foo Fighters, of course, Dave Grohl and all that, coming out of Nirvana. MJ Daniel says, Rush used to open for Kiss before they hit it big. That must have been pretty awesome. Adam Wilson says, Pokey, it's hard, tired of being so alone. I'll try not to be too negative. Like I said, that's why I kind of retracted what I said, because I don't know exactly what you're going through, and it can get tough. Things can get tough. So just hope you keep on keeping on. Adam Wilson says, Rob Zombie, White Zombie. Yeah, Rob Zombie is White Zombie or whatever. That's his band. Pokey says, "Oh, concert, laughing out loud." Oh, okay. My first concert was Blue Oyster Cult. They're a great band. Don't Fear the Reaper and Godzilla, right? OS Web says Ocean Grove was a United Methodist camp. Huh. Did you go there? Like a kid camp? Like a summer camp? MJ Daniel says Rob Zombie also did a Halloween remake. Yeah, he got into movie making. He's made some horror flicks. Adam Ocean says, Pokey, my first concert was an awesome local band called... Now, I was going to say Celtic Elvis because we have the Boston Celtics. But I believe if you're Irish, it would be Celtic. I believe it's a hard C. So what would it be? Would it be Celtic Elvis or Celtic Elvis? I guess it's Celtic Elvis, right? Because the only time I've seen that really pronounced like Celtic is when you're talking about the Boston Celtics. I wonder if it should be the Boston Celtics. My next concert, my friend took me to see the famous, beautiful jazz man, Joe Pass. Oh yeah, you've mentioned Joe Pass before, and I've only heard of him through you. Wes says the numbers are real, whether we want to believe them or not. What numbers are those? I guess all numbers are real. Yeah, I agree. I guess. Surrender Monkey says, "Doesn't Kiss suck?" There you go, Surrender Monkey. Just being a muckraker. 56 Nick says, have a zombie. I don't, I don't know what that is. That a beer or something, or a drink or something? Adam Wishes says, no, you're right. Online, you have to maintain a certain level of decorum, even if you don't feel it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you should, I guess. MJ Daniel says, so many great shows I have not been able to go to. That's true, yeah. Lots of shows I haven't been able to go to. Adam Wishes says, no way, I didn't know that about Rob Zombie. Oh, that he made the movie? I think he's made a few movies. Adam Wishes says, Celtic. Yeah, that's what I said, Celtic. But like I said, everyone says the Boston Celtics. So shouldn't it be the Boston Celtics? Adam Bush says the way you pronounce it is Celtic. I said Celtic. But yeah, you're just confirming that that's how you pronounce it. Pokey says, Adam, listen to me. All caps, so kind of yelling, I guess. Adam Bush says Celtic is an American mispronunciation. Apparently. So we've been saying Boston Celtics wrong all these years, all these many decades. And I'm embarrassed, quite frankly. Adam Bush says, that Pokey, okay, I will. Did I miss something? I missed it. I don't know what Pokey's talking about. Swinner Monkey says, it's both Celtic and Celtic. You can end up in a fight if you pronounce it Rangers in Glasgow. I guess that's a hockey joke or something. Wait, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm even more confused now, Surrender Monkey. Kevin Anderson, Pocky. But Kevin Anderson's here. Thanks for being here. Make sure you give me that thumbs up for me. Adam Bush says, well, if I sound like I'm repeating myself, it's because chat is like several seconds. But yeah, I'm behind. I'm trying to get caught up here. Gina Menard says, don't look to Boston for pronunciation. Right. It's like park the car. Whatever they do, right? Kevin Anderson, Pokey is back. I didn't know Pokey had left. Karen Bass said, a zombie is lots of alcohol. Oh, okay, in a glass. And if you have a few of them, oh yeah, you turn into a zombie. I think I've heard of that drink. I don't know if I've ever had it, but I think I've heard of it. Pokey says, when my kidneys collapsed and I starred, or stared, and I stared? Well, I hope that you're okay. Wes says, no, just a concert at the Tabernacle of Ocean Grove, New Jersey, right by Asbury Park. Saying this for Adam Weshes, my preacher friend who couldn't control her libido. Remember? Okay, yeah, this is all between you and Adam because I have no idea what you're talking about. Kevin Anderson says, thank you. Yeah, thanks for being here. Glad to see you. We're just shooting the shit. You know, I may have lured you here by the sexy liberal title, but you know, I'm shameless. I'm completely shameless when it comes to that shit. As many of you know by now. Wes says Jolie knows, but she probably forgot. Pokey says, sorry, I'm slow. AMF as motherfuck? I don't know. Then the phone jumped out of my hand. It just jumped right out of your hands. Well, tie it down. Celt. Do they spell it with a C? I don't know. You're the one with the master's in education. Adam says, Gina Maynard, I think the Boston accent is personally lovely. 56 Nick's Ranch is West, intriguing. Pokey says, grrr. Oh, Pokey's growling out there. Gino Maynard says, hee hee. Pokey says, okay, let me try again, laughing out loud. Uh-oh. I think we're pissing off Pokey, or at least I am, probably. Adam West says, no idea what you're talking about. Either. Sorry, I'm about to be half a century old. Yeah, you start losing it at that age. Pokey says, love spell check, laughing out loud. Yeah, I hate, yeah, that autocorrect is a motherfucker, isn't it? Wes says, I almost moved to Boston because I was in love lust with a lady there. Is that the one with the libido? Adam West says, I like wearing kilts. Oh, okay, yeah, kilts. They let things swing free and keep you cool and fairly modest. Yeah, I guess they are what they are. Surrender Monkey says so. Celtic or Celtic and Rangers are football teams from the same city of Glasgow. And by football, are you talking about soccer? That's Surrender Monkey. That's right. You're from UK, so I'll let it slide. One is Catholic, the other Protestant. There is still sectarian violence in the UK. That shit needs to stop, right? It needs to come to an end. All this fucking religious, fucking battling and fighting. Kevin Anderson says, "Where is Benny Loco?" I don't know. I haven't seen her. Yet. I don't know if she's gonna stop by. Maybe she's doing a live. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What says, my preacher friend lost her husband and missed him so much that she immediately replaced him with another guy who could get it up. And that is the key. I mean, if you're gonna, you lose somebody and you want to find somebody else, make sure they can get it up. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? So to speak. No pun intended. Adam Bush says, but I've never worn one. Oh, wait. Oh, a kilt. A kilt, not a kilt. I'm getting all mixed up. Yeah, a kilt. I've never worn one either. I've seen them, like Braveheart and shit. Karen Bass says, I never lose anything. I just forget where I left it every once in a while. Yeah, I hear you on that. 56 Nick Rich says, I read a comment today. Trump's medical condition is sniffles. Because of his hand, and they were saying syphilis. I don't know what he is, but he's a mess. Like, dude's a mess. Adam Bush just says, and I watched a few videos about how you fold them. So it's pretty easy. Just pleat a piece of cloth, lay it down on it, fold. Okay, that could come in handy if I ever, if I ever need one or have one or whatever. I don't think I will. Unless I was going to one of those, like, how they have, like, those fairs, like they have, where people dress up and stuff or something. I don't know. Jolie says, we're Trucker John live stream. Buy me a coffee. Thank you, Jolie, for dropping that in there. Buy me a coffee or buy me a beer or whatever. Well, it says, I was dear friends with her, or so I thought, until I revealed that I was sexually dysfunctional. Ooh. Well, you can't blame her, maybe. I don't know, like I say, And I didn't mean, and I didn't know, and I didn't mean to, like, this is a serious subject, and I didn't mean to make fun of that. I was just running my mouth, talking out my ass like I do. So I didn't mean to, say something that was maybe, sensitive to you. Okay, Wes, I didn't. So just to let you know, I'm just being the old Trucker John talking out his ass guy. Pokey says, so my kidneys collapsed and I was at the point of almost no return. Oof. With the self-sorries, AMF, self-loathing, and the why me. Wow. So when did this happen, Pokey? I guess I assume you're okay now because you're traveling and going to concerts and things. So, but that sounds pretty scary, But I hope you're doing okay now. Adam Wishon says, I'd do it. I'd tailor almost all my clothes because I'm kind of autistic. And if the clothes don't feel right, I have to cut them to pieces. Wow. That's yeah. Adam Wishon says, right, good to know in an emergency. Pokey says, my mom looked at me and said, ... And I'm going to go down there. Why not you? This is getting really dark. Sort of Monkey says, I fully agree. There is no need to hurt people because you believe one lie more than 600 other lies out there. Calm down, religion. Yeah, about the thing with the thing over there in the thing. Wes says, Pokey, several of us have kidney problems. Kevin Anderson says, Trump has been listening to too much Nick Cave. Now he has a red right hand. Oh, that's funny, Kevin Anderson. And I really only know that song from Peaky Blinders, whatever Peaky Blinders, right? Whatever the fuck it's called. It was a great show. I never did. I don't. After COVID, they shut down. Did they come back on? I never did pick up after that, so I don't know. But it was the seasons I saw. It was a pretty good show. Adam Bush says, I went to a concert and my crotch seemed split open. I found out later my crotch was exposed for hours. Oh boy. Much to the delight of everyone around you, I'm sure. Adam West says, Wes, I'm so sorry for what happened to you. No human deserves what you went through. I have lots of friends who almost did go through stuff like that. And again, I didn't mean to poke fun at a personal thing like that. But like I said, I talk out my ass without thinking. So bear with me. Pookie says, my mom said, Narahana, listen to me. Look across the street. Okay. You're losing me, Pokey. You're losing me. Wes says the right nostril has blown through to his sinuses. It's pretty obvious. Oh, for Trump. Trump is fucked up. Did you see the video where Melania wouldn't let him in the car? I think Hal posted that. And I just thought it was hilarious how, he's walking over there and then he's going to get in and then he stops. And then it's like his shoulders he just sort of drops his hands and he's just like, you couldn't really see his face, but I could just picture him being like, all dejected and sad. I'm just like, you piece of shit. You deserve it. You deserve to be, rejected by your wife because you're a fucking piece of shit. So anyhow, that's all I got to say about that. Wes says a real kilt is also a tent or a cape or a robe. Really? Multi-purpose, huh? Edward says, Pokey, what does that mean? I'm not making sense to me. It wasn't making sense to me either. You're not the only one, Adam. And Wes, you too not making sense. Well, Wes is making some sense. Okay. Karen Bass says another TD for Lamar. Oh, really? Adam West says Peaky Blinders. Heard good things about it. Yeah, it's a great show. It's a pretty good show. I really liked it. Yeah, it's got that. What's his name? Cillian Murphy or whatever. The guy who plays Oppenheimer. They're playing a replay. I'm just seeing if is this the touchdown. Rolls out, gets to the edge there. Yeah, cuts it up. Yeah. So what are they up? 31-10 now or something like that. 30 something. Anyhow, back to the chat. Wes says, I tell everybody and nobody believes me or something. I was born with half a vagina. Okay, we're getting to this. It's okay. All right, Wes. I think I've heard this before. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't mean to, I don't mean to be insensitive. But I kind of don't want to hear about it. Pokey said, I guarantee you will find someone sicker and they won't complain. Why then? Be grateful and make you happy. Life happens to all of us, Missy. And you know what? Is this what your mom said? Or what? Wes says, why not me? I deserve to be born deformed. Hey, man, it's just, just shit happens, man. Shit happens. There's 8 billion people on the planet. There's going to be some shit that happens to people when they're born, Adam Bush says, Trump is... I have a birthmark on my leg. I got that. Did I deserve that? No. Let's see here. Adam says, Trump is slurring words. He loses track of in the middle of a sentence. He's like dying, which is fine with me. I don't care. I don't give one fuck either. The motherfucker could kill over right now, and I would not give one fuck about that motherfucker. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about trying to be nice. We're way past the trying to be nice stage with fucking Trump. So that's all I got to say about that. Hedgley says, talk about dark Peppa Piggy blinders. Pokey says, no, that's not what I meant at all. Well, when you speak cryptically, we got to figure out what you're talking about. Adam West says, Wes. Wes says, just telling the truth. Adam West just says, please do not ruin Truck John channel. I will report you. He's not ruining it, but, this is kind of uncomfortable talk. You know what I mean? But I think you're okay. Everyone's okay. Wes says, we don't want to know the truth. You want to know why? Because we can't handle the truth. I was trying to do Jack Nicholson, but very poorly. Adam Bush says, you don't want people doxing you, Wes. You don't deserve to be hacked on top of being screwed by dumb parents. 56 Dick Rich says, "Can we inject some humor to cheer me up?" Well, yeah, maybe. If someone could please inject a little humor, it would be nice. It would be really nice. If I was humorous, I would do it, but apparently I'm not. I'm coming up dry here, folks. Kevin Anderson says Trump could get herpes, and I'd be like, cool. I don't know. I just want the motherfucker to go away. And all the stupid maggots can go with him. And I don't mean dying. I just mean like shutting up. Adam Washington says humans can't handle the truth. Well, we take it. We take it. Maybe in small doses is the best way to do it. Sometimes, you know. Yeah, it's 31-10 Baltimore, by the way, and with 6:07 to go in the game. Adam, what says Adam? I get hacked constantly. Trolls follow me around for some reason. Why don't they? Why don't they? Because I don't allow it. That's why, Wes. I do not allow it. They are not welcome here. And go ahead and run another Avast malware scan while we're thinking about it. Where it says Trump already has syphilis. Maybe he'll go blind and crawl around in front of a maggot lardo like the worm he is. Well, who knows? Whatever it is, but he needs to just shut the fuck up and go to prison. Basically, is what he needs to do. Wes says maybe because long ago I invited them, they came and they were bored. Yeah, just take it in stride, Wes. Just take it in stride. Hey, Jeremy says I'm sick of his ass. Well, most of us are, and even his little MAGA group, I think, is dwindling. I think a lot of people are dropping off. So it's just the media that wants to keep him alive because they think it's good ratings or some shit. Wes is a guy in a truck with a shaky camera talking about total bullshit. Why did we love it so much? I think you're talking about me. Going back to the day when I was in the truck with my shaky cam. And now I'm in an apartment. Not shaky cam, but not funny either. Very dry. Very dry and boring. I'm sorry. Sooner Mega says, I dozed myself once and they started buying my internet history. Now I have to watch porn on 3 TVs and they think I've failed somehow. Okay. What says I get threatened, and when I threaten back in jest, I get banned. Okay, well, just don't threaten. I don't know. Karen Beth says, I was thinking maybe he was tossing ketchup around and got something on himself. Yeah, when he's throwing ketchup against the wall. Edward says, let's just listen to John. Get yourself malware bites and buy a VPN like Proton to protect yourself. Wes, do not insult Trucker John. I will own you. He doesn't insult me. Wes is cool, man. Wes says, we have not seized in our midst. Don't want to say names, but, and then ... I have a feeling we're going to get a name here. Hey, Jimmy says, you're right. I don't have much respect for a lot of journalists. Too many of them are entertainment oriented instead of trying to actually inform us. Calls balls and strikes instead of both sides saying. And yeah, and I don't know if that's a journalistic choice or if that's a network choice. You know what I mean? Or a company choice. A lot is done from the top down. It really sets the tone or whatever that they're going to take. I think, and how they're going to be, what kind of channel they're going to be. Just watching this play and complete pass. Okay, I meant doxed. Says Surrender Monkey. Okay, yeah, up there because I think I read it dosed or whatever. Kevin Anderson says that would be funny if Trump gets so sick when aliens come to Earth and he looks up and goes, "Are you my mommy?" Yeah, that would be funny. 56 Nick Rich says the kids must be watching TV, can't hear them anymore. Yeah, they went in. They might be eating dinner, and they're probably done for the night because it's getting it's starting to cool off. I mean, it's still in the 50s here, I guess. It says 48. So I don't know. Now it says, I think it's 59. It says 59 here. But still, it's getting dark. It's probably dinner time. Or, well, it's only 4:24. I can still hear a little bit. They may have just moved out further, maybe. Out of the courtyard thingy. And I'm just reading down, talking about bots and all that kind of shit. Adam Washington says my family was actual Nazi and SS. That's why I understand maggots. The intellectual splitting is just astonishing. Wow, your family were Nazis and SS? Is that they were from Germany or in Germany, I guess? Wes says, I invited them to HAL, and some of them are still here. Wes says, they might be my family and friends under assumed names. Surrender Monkey says, Wes Webb, what is the name of the major channel? I couldn't find it yesterday. Oh, for Surrender Monkey. It was in England. What channel are you looking for? Are you looking for HAL Sparks? Or I'm not sure what channel, what the major channel is. Or are you looking for Wes's major channel? I don't know. Nick Rich says 21 degrees Fahrenheit at 725. Nick, are you in Canada, right? You're up in Toronto or something? Or where are you? Because 21 doesn't sound too bad compared to what some of the places have been. Adam Washington says it's called Ojeda Live, but make sure you click, the one with his logo. Oh, yeah, I listen to the major. Is he on right now? Am I preempting him? I forget his times exactly, but I know he only does 30-minute shows. So anyhow, Jeremy says Major Ojeda. His name is Ojeda, I think. So how did we get on with the Ojeda? How did that come into? What did I miss? Why are we all of a sudden talking about Ojeda? Adam West, HAL Sparks is at Infotainment Wars. Oh yeah, that's right. Turner Monkey says no West, no sorry. Toronto. So I was right. I said Toronto. Yeah. So you said 21 degrees Fahrenheit. That's chilly, definitely chilly, but probably a little warmer than what it has been, with that Arctic blast going through. Karen Bass says 3 Celsius here. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Karen, are you also in Canada? Thunder Monkey says, okay, thanks. Adam Washington says, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he was on earlier. Wes says, I love Trucker John more than you ever did, Adam, and he loves me more than he loves you. Come on now, don't fight. Don't fight over me. Adam Washington says, Ojeda Live 898 is Richard Ojeda Live. Okay. I just have it, I subscribe to him, so it just pops up automatically, and I just click on it whenever I see that he's on, unless I'm on at the same time. Adam Bush says, it's 83 here, and I'm hiding indoors with my fan on high. Yeah, 83 over there in Hawaii. Wow. Dang. Hedgelemy says, it's been below freezing here all day. Yesterday it's miserable. And yesterday it's miserable. Yeah, just get through it, man. Get through it. Bundle up, stay warm, all that kind of stuff. Kevin Anderson says, Wes Trucker likes everybody? I do, and I also murder lots of people, apparently. Kim Shee says, hi, Kevin Anderson. And Wes says, Wes, I hate you now, big brother, and you deserve my hatred. And with some sort of emoji. I thought it was a smiling emoji, laughing emoji of some sort. So hopefully that was just in jest. Kevin Anderson says, Kimchi hugs. Surrender Monkey says, got it, thanks. Wes says, the major is on both Facebook and YouTube. He is quick on the trigger. Dangerous. He's a dangerous man. I'm sure he's killed many people. And deservedly so. Unlike me, my victims, most of them didn't even deserve it. A few did, but... Adam Bush says, I'm at 2,400 feet elevation. It's unbelievable. This is not normal. I was going to say, that does seem a little warm, even for Hawaii, for this time of year. It seems like it should just be in the 70s or mid-70s, right? Maybe at 2,400 feet, it should be even cooler. But down by the beach, it should be like 75, I would think maybe 70, 75 would be more normal. But I'm not an expert. I've only been to Hawaii once, so I'm not, like, I know everything about Hawaii. Wes says, I will love you, big nose kid. Okay, Kimchi says 18 degrees and cats have been going insane this week because they are too pussy to go outside. Well, they are pussy cats. So. Nick Rich says, Karen Best, -6 Celsius here. Something got, did I read something got eliminated. Kim Never says Kimchi is -4 degrees here. Kimchi says they are 5 years old and have seen at least a little snow every year, but not 8 inches. I feel their pain. They're just freaking out. They're like, what the fuck, man? Adam Bush says, I never get to go to the beach, so I can't tell you. Okay, but we were talking about how it's not normal. So it's probably supposed to be a little cooler, especially if you're at that elevation. It seems like it would be cooler. But anyhow, like I say, what do I know? Everyone's saying keep warm. Kimchi says keep warm. Wes says, why would a sexy young liberal want to get it on with an old hunchback? You never know, Wes. You just never know what someone's thing is. You just never know, man. Keep the faith. Are you a hunchback? Or are you talking about me? I don't know. Adam Weston says, but I'm at 24 inches. It's normally dumping rain. Oh, wow. And flooding. But it's dry, huh? Wow. So it's going through a bit of a dry spell there, I guess. Okay, Pokey says good night. I hope you have a wonderful evening. All right. Well, if you're gonna make it to the you're still gonna make it over there to Sexy Liberal. So hopefully, right? So I hope you have a good time. And if you feel uncomfortable about taping anything, then don't. But if you can, we would be interested in seeing the little live look-ins. And if you could put that somewhere on YouTube, that'd be great. But just have a good time. Just do what you feel comfortable with. And like I say hi to everybody for us over there. Kimchi says, good night, Pokey. Karen Bass says, hope you have a great time. Julie says, good night, Pokey. Have fun. And we are all, I know we are all envious of you because we wish we could be there too. But if they're doing a tour and they get to some of our cities that we live in, then I think most of us will make a good attempt at getting in there to watch it. I'm hoping they come to Vegas. Kimchi says, in 2 days it will be 60. I've had my share of snow this year. Isn't that something? You guys are freezing your ass and it's gonna hit 60. So it'll probably feel like 90. Wes Adam is a liar. Okay, let's not. I know you guys are kidding around, having fun, but I don't want this to escalate. Okay. Adam says no. Let's not escalate, and because sometimes that's how it happens. We kid, we joke, and then it ends up getting into a flame war or something. So let's not do that. I wonder if the game is over. Did that game end? Yeah, I think the game is the game over. They got Van Pelt on the sideline, and I don't see any players on the field. But I don't. Oh, there they are. Okay, so there might be just the last few minutes of this game here. Yeah, 2-minute warning. So Baltimore Ravens leading Houston 31-10. So they've got this one wrapped up. Baltimore's going to move on to the next round. And they will play the winner of tomorrow's game. Let's see what's tomorrow. Is it KC and Buffalo? I believe. So Baltimore will play the winner of that game next week. And that will decide, I believe, that will be the championship game. That will decide who goes to the Super Bowl from the AFC. For all of those that were wondering. Wes says, yes, I'm a hunchback, and I'm not talking about Stephanie Lovenella. Okay. All righty. I didn't know you were a hunchback. Nick Rich 56 says, 7:30, got to fly too. Catch you later. Well, thanks, 56 Nick Rich, for being here, for stopping by. Really do appreciate you hanging out. And we'll see you on the next one. Karen Bass says 2 minutes left. Yeah, it was 2-minute warning, 34-10. And Kimchi says, see ya, thumb brother from another mother. And Pokey or text. just can you post a short, video on YouTube? And since do I see, I don't even know how to figure out if I sub to you guys or not. That's how stupid I am. But anyhow, I don't know. Adam says, "Don't worry, John. West gets under my skin. I'm the trolliest of trolls." Okay, well, guys, just maintain. Let's maintain. Wes says, "I might have accidentally paid way too much money. I thought I was just being scalped. Sorry, Stephanie. It was an insult." Okay. That's the jokes, folks. That's the jokes here, I guess. I don't know. I love Adam. He knows it, says Wes. Take care. All right, Nick. That's Adam to Nick. Nick says, au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. Getting all Frenchy on us. Real Bill lasagna. Oh, the lasagna. Oh, yes. Here we are. Did you eat it, or are you just now sitting down to eat it? Because now I want lasagna. Doggone it. I love lasagna. Wes says, "I sent you my song already, John. I was playing in this hotel bar along the Vegas Strip." When did you send me that? Because I remember, was that a long time ago? I remember a song. But my memory, my memory's all fucked up. So. Wes says, "When a lady who I hardly knew slipped me $1,000 bumblebee chip." Wow. That's pretty cool. Real Bill P, "I will trade you 3 banana muffins for 1 piece of lasagna." There you go. That's a deal. Julie says, "Yum." Real Bill says, "I'm so full." Well, now, since I don't have any lasagna here, I'm gonna have to go out and get some. There's a Buca di Beppo right around the corner from where I live. I bet you they got some really good lasagna. I should go over there and get me some lasagna. And which says, "Lasagna, I used to make it." I've made lasagna. I actually made veggie lasagna when I was a vegetarian. I was a vegetarian at one point for about 7 or 8 years. I was a vegetarian, and I learned how to cook a bunch of vegetarian dishes. And I actually made vegetarian lasagna several times, and it was pretty good. It was pretty damn good, even though the meat lasagna is better. And I'm not a vegetarian anymore, so I don't have to worry about that shit. But I used to make a pretty good vegetarian lasagna. Adam Bush says, "Going to make some zucchini lasagna so I can avoid the gluten." Oh, yeah, well, there you go. That's like a vegetarian lasagna. Wes says, "Well, she had a little too much to drink, or maybe too much Toke or Coke." Okay, sounds interesting. Real Bill, "I love banana muffins with homemade peanut butter." Wow. Well, the game's over. That game's over. Baltimore wins 34-10. For anyone who cares. Wes says, "But when she asked me to her room, I pretended it was a joke." Adam West says, "Walmart has cauliflower crust pizza. I might buy a few and make a lasagna out of it." Oh, nice. I was vegetarian for about 6 months. That's not really being a vegetarian. I'm just kidding. Wes says, "And I tried to give the money back. I told her tune I did not know." Okay. Surrender Monkey says, "I think if Pokey is a Patreon, you can watch HAL for free, and we'll take time to meet you. Have a great night." Yeah, I don't know. And which says, I want the meat in it though." Wes says, "But she smashed the chip with a couple more." Wow. Look at you getting all these $1,000 chips or whatever. Kimchi says, "Laughing out loud, Adam, I was vegetarian for a month for a bet." So how'd that go? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it okay? Were you like, "I'll never do this again"? Wes says, "She must have thought I was slow." So Wes says, "I said I'd take her to her room, I'd make her coffee, and then I'd go." Karen Beth says, "Next up will be Packers-Niners." Yeah, Packers-Niners coming up here in about, a half an hour or so. Wes says, "Some people just pretend to be stupid." I guess so. Probably right. I don't know. I don't know. I guess if you say so, Wes. Edward says it was okay. I was addicted to eating quesadillas in the middle of the night, loaded with mushrooms. Gained all kinds of weight. Well, yeah, yeah. If you just start eating all kinds of cheesy stuff in the middle of the night, it's gonna happen. Kimchi said it sucked because I was digging holes and hiking all day up West Virginia gulches, and it made you hungry for like some beef jerky or something. I don't know. Adam says after 6 months, I was like, I just want a damn cheeseburger. Man, the other day, speaking of cheeseburgers, I had some ground beef in the fridge. And I had been out Ubering, and I came home. By the time I charged and everything and got home, it was like after 1 a.m., I guess. 1:30 probably. Something like that. And I was really hungry. I hadn't eaten since earlier the previous day, I guess. And I was really hungry. I usually don't like to eat anything, a lot, like in the middle of the night. But I was really hungry. So and I hadn't done this in a long, long time. I haven't made a homemade cheeseburger. I can't even remember the last time. Years and years, probably 10 years. I don't know. So I had that hamburger in the fridge. So I went ahead and just made a hamburger patty out of it, and it was basically like a half a pound. Because I had one of those pound of hamburger, and I had about half of it left. So I just made one big old hamburger patty out of that half pound. And I just fried it up in the frying pan, put a little cooking oil in there, put some salt and pepper on it. And then I just, fried it up. I put some cheese on it while it was still in the pan so it gets all nice and melty. And I didn't even have a hamburger bun. I just toasted some bread, put it on there, and it was so fucking delicious. I felt like it was the best cheeseburger I've had. It tasted so good. I'm like, I'm not ever fucking gonna go waste my money at a drive-through. I'm just gonna make my own cheeseburgers from now on because that was fucking delicious. I had a little mustard, a little mayonnaise on it, some cheese. It was delicious, man. So I'll probably make another one. It'll probably taste like shit, but with that one, it's like if you're like really, really hungry, and you're kind of like, well, I wasn't craving a cheeseburger, but I was just like, I remember thinking about it because I was hungry driving over. And I was thinking like, what can I make? I was like, you know what? I got that hamburger. I better eat it up because it's been in the fridge for a few days now. Not in the freezer, but in the fridge part. And I was like, I better eat that before it goes bad or something, And then I was kind of anticipating it, like, I'm gonna make a cheeseburger, and I did, and it was like mwah, best cheeseburger I've had in fucking years. Let's see here. Wes says pokey is imaginary. Wes says, well, I like coffee sweet. She said, as she patted my behind as if to make the statement that she knew I wouldn't mind. Robin M is here. Okay, let's crash at John's place in the middle of the night for a cheeseburger. Hey, Robin M. Thanks for being here. You've been lurking, haven't you? Kimchi says, I remember those days when I could go to Red Lobster and eat an entree, sides, biscuits, and dessert. Now I can eat 3 bites of each. Kimchi says, hi, Robin M. He's making me hungry. Could also be the weed, though. Robin M says, hi, everybody. Well, hi, back at you. Glad to see you here. Wes says, I like my lovers oh so sweet, she said as she... Is this a song you wrote? Give me my lips a kiss, and lingually she slipped a message I was not supposed to me. Kimchi says, that was funny, Wes. Cheese. Julie says, you want me to just post the link to the song? Jackie says, Robin M. Hi. Yeah, when you just start doing song lyrics that we don't know, I guess we're supposed to catch on that these are song lyrics. This is Wes's song, ladies and gentlemen. Karen Bass says, homemade is always better than drive-through. I think so. I think you're right. Robin says, yes, I have, and it's cold. It's so cold here. Oh, get out an extra blankie. It says, and if we get along tonight, I don't know the tune. If I knew the tune, I would do the tune. And if we get along tonight, I bet we do it with style. And if we get along tonight, it'll make it worth your while. Scan 12. How far behind are you on the chat? I'm not that far behind. I think I'm caught up pretty much. Wes says, and everything was said with ease. Oh, and everything was said with ease and a little bit of a smile. Wes Jolie, as I have always said, you do you, boo. Wes says, I will probably regret it either way. Adam Bush says, I like my own food a lot better than restaurants a lot of the time. Well, since I've been here in my apartment, I've really cut down eating out because I was pretty much for the last years and years and years, pretty much eating out almost every day, every meal. And since I've been in this apartment, I usually cook my own breakfast, and it's usually always bacon, egg, and toast. I'll either make an omelet, like a cheese omelet, or I'll just make fried eggs and bacon because I like bacon. I like toast and orange juice and coffee. Or sometimes I'll have just cereal or whatever. But so I've been doing that, and then a lot of times, either I'll go out and get something for lunch or whatever. And I usually only eat kind of like 2 meals a day. It's like breakfast, and either a late lunch or early dinner, or type of thing. And so I'll either just make sandwiches, or like I made that cheeseburger, or I have stuff that I microwave, or sometimes I'll just go out and get something. But I've been eating out way less than, and that saves you a lot of money. And the food, like I say, I think my food is just as good as what they make, for the most part. Munch. Yeah, I'm eating these stupid pistachios. Hey, Pisces Creature, TK. Hello, all hugs. Hey, all right. Thanks for being here. I back at you. Mark Patrick Miles says, is there a pay-per-view for the show? As we were discussing that, and we came to the conclusion that there's not. That there's not one for this show. And our only chance of maybe seeing it is Hal might be able to do just his portion of the show. And Pokey was in here earlier and is apparently going to the show and might be able to do some little live look-ins. Then that may or may not be. I don't know. But no pay-per-view as far as I know. But we would be there in spirit, I guess, apparently. Kimchi says, no, I don't think so. Wes says, oh, and everything was said with ease and a little bit of a smile. I don't know. I'm just gonna sing all of Wes's posts because I don't know if they're song lyrics or when it's not a song lyric. So I'm just gonna sing all of Wes's for the rest of the night. Okay, I'm gonna skip the highs. Wes, Adam and I are both genius hermit trolls and live under very expensive bridges. Kimchi says, when you have a family to feed, you do everything at once. Make a quiche or strata and have breakfast all week. Yeah, I'm solo, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Pisces Green says, hi, thank you, Jolie. Hedgelemy says, I poked around, couldn't find anything. Yeah, pretty sure there's no PPV this time. We're just going to have to hear reports about it, apparently. Wes says, well, I know I had a choice that night. I mean, she wouldn't let me go. Kimchi says, we should only post in lyrical rhyme and make John sing all the time. Wes says, oh, Teresa, thou might be HAL Sparks, and I'm not supposed to tell. Okay. Thank you very much. Wes writes them, I sing them. Just waiting for some more lyrics, Wes. Just waiting for some. Anyhow, I don't know the tune. So I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it here. Let's see here. Wes says, but I hate to admit I decided to stay. The rest you probably know. But the rest you probably know. I was there for another day. I'm just ad-libbing now. Because you're leaving me hanging, you know. Wes. You're leaving me hanging, man. Oh. I could never be a gigolo because my price is way too high. Apparently this lady, she was ready to buy. Adam Weston says, what? Yep. I don't know. Do you like my little add-ons, Wes? I'm adding to your song. I'm doing a little ad-lib there. I'm waiting, Wes. I'm waiting for some more. You and I, we're going to take this to the top of the charts, man. This is going to be a #1 hit. #1 with a bullet. What is the name of this masterpiece, Neil? Is this the I'm Not a Gigolo? I'm not a gig. Oh yeah, we could do David Lee Roth did I Am a Gigolo. Right? Okay, I'm just I'm scrolling down to where the next game is on. Let me just do this real quick. Oh. Okay. It says, but it makes me think I've begun to believe that love is mostly a lie. 'Cause every time I do it, all I do is cry. Oh, but sometimes lies are good enough, especially when you smile. Come on, baby, won't you just sit by me for a while? I added that part. Because, I can't just stop but smile and then wait all day. So I'm adding, Wes probably hates that I'm destroying his song by adding lyrics to it. But you know me, I talk out my ass. Oh. Especially when they are told with ease, in a cheerful, sincere style. Already a huge hit on Mars. Oh, there you go. Robin says, John needs an accompaniment. I know. I wish I knew how to play guitar. I need to get this shit out of my storage. I think I have a guitar in there. Robin says, get the guitars out. I've, over the years, have monkeyed around with the guitar. I think if I really, put my nose to the grindstone, I think I could probably learn a couple chords, Anyhow, Joyce says, straight to the top. Straight to the top. Wes, okay, continuing from Wes. But if we get along tonight, you better make it worth my while. Come on now, baby, don't you dare cramp my style. I made that part up. And then this song has taken a turn. People hate the truth. It's all caps, so I kind of like. Especially if your name is Ruth. See, I'm doing more of an A-B type of, pentameter or whatever, rhyming scheme. Wes is doing more of a, I think, sort of a, I don't know, a different one. A different rhyming scheme. We're not on the same page. We would be terrible song partners. Wes says, it has been recorded for years. Okay. Well, I missed it. I probably saw it. Maybe I remember watching a video of you singing, but that was like a year ago. So that's like way out of my memory storage. Adam says, I noodle around with a guitar, fake all kinds of music, but I don't know a single chord. Some people, you can do that. They can just fucking pick up the guitar, don't know shit, and fucking make it sound good, you know? I'm not one of those people. Wes says, share it if you want, Jolie. I have no idea which recording. Em says, on piano, I can play any chord, probably except the complicated ones. I love ragtime because it's so difficult. The only thing I know about ragtime is when the movie The Sting came out, and they were using all that ragtime music. Robin M says, Jolie left a link if we get along. Wes says, ragtime is bullshit. Jazz accident. Geez, now we're getting into some, we're going to argue about ragtime. Uh-oh. This sort of got knocked over. Okay, guys, you know, it's been, God, we've gone over 2 hours. It's almost 5 o'clock. I should probably go ahead and get to work, I guess. I should probably go out and see if there's any action going on the strip, or and around Vegas. I don't just drive the strip. I drive all around Vegas. Adam says, my great grandma played ragtime for silent movies while my grandma danced and played accordion, and was a backup dancer for Elvis. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wes says, if they don't put it down in notation, they fuck it up. Okay, all right, Mr. Music Guy. Adam West says, laughing out loud, ragtime defeats inferior musicians, so I'm okay with that label. Wes, joking. Okay, so anyhow, as we stated earlier, I don't believe there's any pay-per-view. I don't know if HAL is going to be able to do anything or not. If you're going to be online or on YouTube, just look out for, I guess, if for anything from HAL. He might post something. He might go live. Other than that, our only hope is Pokey. So hopefully Pokey can maybe get something. And then our only hope after that is that hopefully they'll be in a town near one of us and we can go. I would like to go. If they come to Vegas, that'd be awesome. I don't know if they are or not, but they should really try to come to Vegas. Wes says, I was tested in jazz chords. I passed, but I'm a jazz musician. I barely passed. And then Bach. Okay. Adam Wes says, ragtime is classical music on steroids. It requires you to have 17 fingers to play properly. And then Wes is saying that Mozart. So now we're going back and forth about Mozart and stuff like that. Robin says, Hal lives in Vegas. Yes, he does. As do I. So if that's why I'm saying if they came here, I would definitely go. If they played here. Adam and Wes are just going back and forth about music, so I'm just gonna ignore that about that little thing. So anyhow, guys, I guess that's it. I think we had enough. Have we had enough? Enough fun of me reading your chats back to you. The brilliance of the show. Actually, it's probably just laziness or something, because or just a real exposure of my lack of imagination or ingenuity or whatever. But anyhow, I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with us while we, none of us are going to the show, to the Sexy Liberal show, but we are there in spirit. And hopefully Pokey will say a hi if they run into anybody there, and they can say, hey, the Trucker John group is all thinking about you, or whatever. So Robin says, okay, nice to see you all. Well, most of you. Peace, love, rock on. Back at you. Rock on, or rock on. Wait, is it rock on? Rock on. And I'll be seeing you guys Tuesday, Thursdays, and maybe Saturdays, and certainly see you in the chats. The various chats that we all hang out in. Thank you guys all for being here. Thanks for those thumbs ups. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And, fingers crossed that I will someday have something meaningful to say or whatever. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go push this little button and I'm going to go out and do some Ubering, I think. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye. Love you. I was going to say love you, and I don't usually say love you to people that I don't actually know. But I love you guys. All right, guys. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.